All right, everybody, welcome to the Full Velocity launch call. This is our second call today. We had an amazing turnout this morning. It looks like we have filled it up again. And, I asked this morning, where are you all calling in from or where are you logging in from? I guess none of us call anymore, right? But man, we are represented. I'm going to name off just some of these things. We've got Chile in the house. We've got Alberta, Canada, Missouri, Minnesota, Malaysia. Sorry, my gosh. Can't read very well either, as you can see. Edmonton. Let's see here. What else we got? Tallahassee, Cayman Islands, Dallas, San Francisco, Orlando, South Carolina. Nigeria, man, you are up late. San Francisco again, Arizona, Louisiana. Wilmington, North Carolina, Perth. There we go. Let's see here, man. We are loaded up. Well, listen, we got people from all over the place, and it was amazing this morning. We had probably like 20 or 30 countries that were represented, and hey, we're just getting this thing rolling, right? So it's really awesome. But we want to welcome you to this launch call. What I'm going to do before we even get into the presentation, I'm going to bring out a gentleman here today that is not new to cryptocurrency and definitely not new to internet or network marketing as well. He has a tremendous amount of experience in both of those. And his name is Jeremy Barnett. And before I bring Jeremy out here, Jeremy, I'm gonna turn the host on to you here in just a second. But folks, I want to introduce Jeremy and just kind of edify him a little bit. He's been a top leader in multiple companies. At the same time, he has a unbelievable track record when it comes to trading cryptocurrency. He's very educated. He has a lot of different platforms. I'm going to let him kind of tell you more about his experience and things like that. But I'm honored to have you here, Jeremy. And Jeremy and I have known each other since 2009. Actually in the very first company that I started. So it's a pretty cool story how, we've still stayed in contact all this time and back making this happen for so many people. So Jeremy, I'm going to make you the host, man. I want you to come out and if you can just, share with people why you're here, why you're excited about what's going on here inside of Full Velocity, because I always say Jeremy has a believability about him. I mean, you can tell whether he's telling the truth or not. He's just gonna straight tell you like it is, whether you want to hear it or not. So Jeremy, I'm gonna give it to you, man. It's all you. Go ahead.
Hey, awesome. Can you hear me?
We got you loud and clear.
Awesome. Yeah, a little different setting. I'm up at the house now, so we don't have the cool studio in the background tonight. So, anyway, so you guys missed it this morning. You got to be on our morning webinars. So James, thanks a lot for having me out tonight, and we're excited. So, guys, we're gonna give you guys a lot of information tonight, and but I'm gonna tell you guys a real quick story, like how this kind of all came about. Um, for those of you guys, a lot of you guys know me. I've been in network marketing for 20 years, built some very large teams, had some great success in network marketing, but I actually hung it up about a year and a half ago because I wanted to go back to doing full-time trading. And I've released like master courses. I've trained a lot of people in crypto trading. I went into futures, high risk trading, and I only trade cryptocurrency, by the way. I don't trade anything else. So a lot of people are asking, like, do you just trade cryptocurrency? Yeah, so definitely just trade cryptocurrency. Matter of fact, I've given James some picks over the years as well. So, but a lot of my friends have done very well on coins I've called and just trades that I tell them to get into, whatever. But long story short is about 6 months ago, I was privileged to get involved into this AI technology through this bot, and this bot is being used by it's actually exclusive. The algorithmic technology that we have, it's exclusive to Full Velocity. So that's really exciting. But long story short, I told my business partner Larry about it. Got together with James, and this bot is now in existence for all of you guys. And this is actually launch day one. And I will say this: I'm actually not trading right now because trading takes a lot of focus, guys. I used to get up at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock in the morning, set my alarm. My alerts are going off. It's kind of a weird lifestyle, but I mean, I've done crazy numbers like in trading, but at the same time, it's very exhausting. And so I said this bot works so good. So anyway, so I was trading on my own accounts, and I also was using this bot. And this bot is super amazing, guys. Like, I've seen a lot of bots. A lot of people have pitched me on a lot of bots. This thing is special. This thing does around 1,000 to 2,000 micro trades a day. It's in and out. You guys have no idea what you're about to get your hands on here. But I'm not trading anymore right now. I'm building this team. I'm laser focused on building this team with James, Larry, and a lot of the other leaders because we know what's at stake here. This is life changing opportunity. What you guys are going to see tonight. We're actually giving away a free bot that works that I've actually had my hands on for several months. So this is not something that I'm coming out blind talking about. You guys are going to have access to the same exact technology that I've used, and it's because of my connections in the trading that we were able to get our access to this. And then through some great connections, we were able to get it into full velocity, make a marketing program out of it. And it's exciting stuff. So that's kind of the story on why I'm here and why James got me out on the webinar. So hopefully that helps you guys understand the power of what you're about to see. And I'm super excited to be building a team again. So thanks a lot, James.
Yeah, man, definitely. Let me reclaim this host from you. Um, you got to admire Jeremy's laid back approach to business and trading, but don't let that fool you, man. He's a beast on both. And like you said, I mean, we've been able to connect in many different ways, and especially in this crypto thing. And it's like you said, man. What we're introducing here tonight is something that's very special, something that this industry needs. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and share my screen with you guys. We do have a PowerPoint presentation I'm going to go through here tonight. If you attended the call earlier today, we've added a couple slides. You know how this is. You know, when you launch things, people start to point out things. Hey, man, you might want to spend some more time on this or talk about this. So I'm going to do my best here tonight to provide you the very best information that I possibly can. Keep in mind, this is the second time I've ever done this. I'm an off-the-cuff guy. You're not going to catch me reading a script or anything like that. But there is one slide I'm going to read to here tonight so you can have a better understanding of what's going on. But I do want to welcome you here to Full Velocity. If you're here for the very first time, checking us out, welcome. Whoever invited you here, they obviously see something that is very special that we're doing here. And I think what I'm going to show you, I know what I'm going to show you here tonight is something, number one, that you've never seen, and number two, something that's going to absolutely, blow your mind. But before we even get started, I want to let you know what Full Velocity is. So there's a complete understanding of what we do. We are a technology company, right, that offers different scripts and sorry, different bots that users can actually plug into. We are not a financial company. We don't hold any funds in custody. We don't accept any of your funds. You're going to manage all that on your own. And the reason why I tell you that, because that's really important. And we'll get into some of those reasons here in a little bit. But I just want you to know that this is a technology-based company that's providing a service to you that is just second to none, in my opinion. Now, we've all seen the market, right? I mean, if you've been paying attention, you know for a fact that especially these last 30 days, man, it has been a volatile market, right? There's been a lot of people, and Jeremy would tell you this as well, a lot of people that got absolutely cleared out in this last downturn of the market. I mean, it's been really, really bad on a lot of people, a lot of struggling that's going on out there. During this time, our bot's done phenomenal things. I'm going to show you exactly what that means here in a second and show you some of the numbers. But I want you to understand that, the bot that our technology supports here, it thrives in volatility, right? So when the market's going up and down, if you're a buy and hold type of person and you have that emotion, it creates struggle. If you're a professional trader, even the best people in the world, even people like Jeremy, I guarantee you, they would tell you, sometimes emotion gets in the way, right? Sometimes you can't help yourself but think, hey, this is what's going to happen. I'm going to push it a little bit further. I think that this might happen. You cannot help that. It's human nature to have emotion inside of it. What a bot does for you and what the technology does for you is it takes that emotional equation out of it, right? That need for human, hey, I got to push it a little bit. It doesn't do any of that. All it's doing is it's looking at specific numbers. I'm going to talk more in depth about what that means and what does it mean to you? How do you get to participate? But what we're going to show you here today is something that is, in my opinion, it's absolutely awesome for a couple reasons. And the biggest reason, if you don't hear anything else today, I want you to really get this, okay? We are in the business of giving full control back to the people, full power, where you're going to be able to control every aspect of your account. Now, what exactly does that mean? Well, I want you to think about this, okay? Especially in affiliate marketing, network marketing, direct selling, whatever you would like to call it. every company that I know of has you send the money to them, right? They are managing the money. You send the money to them, they are trading on your behalf. Now, you're crossing your fingers, number one, that they are actually trading, because we know let's just face it, there's a lot of companies that just absolutely are not trading, number one. And number two, you're crossing your fingers that they're not going to run off with the money, right? You don't have control of your financial picture, to be honest. And that creates a lot of risk for you. It creates a lot of risk for your family. Now, let me be clear. I'm not bashing any company out there. I know that there are some good ones out there that do accept money. There's actually companies out there that most likely are trading, but the majority of them that I've seen out there absolutely aren't. And it doesn't matter if they are or they aren't. We're not comparing ourselves in that facet, because it's apples to oranges. We're giving the control to you. So let's talk about that. I mean, what does that even mean? What does full control look like to you? Well, number one, inside of Full Velocity, you're going to have complete access and complete control through your own account. Okay. You can withdraw your balance at any point in time, and your profits as well. So I want you to think about this for a second. How many times have you been in a situation, you joined a company, you sent your $1,000 or 10,000 or $100,000 in, and you bought a package, right? They sold you some type of package. You had an emergency. You need that money. You're never getting it back, right? You have to wait for it to double, or you have to, get through their lockup period. Or if you do go to withdraw it, they're going to charge you, 50%, and you got to jump through 14 different hoops to get it. We've all been there, right? You see it constantly. Inside of Full Velocity, there are no lockup periods. You have full access to your money. There is no company ever touching your funds. You never send your funds to Full Velocity. We cannot take off with it. It is going to be in your hands. You're going to be able to control it. There's no early withdrawal fees, because guess what? You can take your money whenever you want. There's full transparency as well, because you actually own your own exchange account. And that's super important for you to understand as we get through this. Now, as we know, crypto never sleeps, right? It is 7 days a week crypto is trading. And you're going to have the ability through this bot to earn 7 days a week. Now, you heard me, the ability, the potential to earn 7 days a week. If you look at any real trading out there, you have to understand that there are up days and that there are down days. There's up weeks and there's down weeks. If there's any company out there that you're looking at that's guaranteeing any specific type of rate of return, they're telling you, hey, we're going to pay you X amount every single day, you may as well just go on and take your money and go. They might last for a little bit, but I can assure you, regardless of whatever they show you, if they tell you they have a 50,000 traders, they have zero, right? That company will be gone. And I know that that's a hard pill for some people to swallow, and that sounds really, judgmental. I'm not trying to be. I'm just telling you straight how it is. If you're trading for real, you know that there's ups and there's downs, right? Even inside of a bot that has the performance that we've had, there's ups and downs. But here's what's cool, okay? You're going to be able to see your profits hit your account every single night. Okay, you'll get a P&L every single day. You'll know exactly what is going on in your system. Every Wednesday, those profits are going to hit your account, and you're going to be able to withdraw them. Now, you can withdraw your balance at any point in time, and then your profits, as soon as they hit every Wednesday inside of your own account, by the way, your exchange account, you will see them. You can withdraw those as well. Now, another key thing that I want to talk about here tonight is ease of use. Okay. Now, this is very important, and it's actually the reason why we have partnered with what I'm going to talk about here in a second. The company that we've partnered with, or integrated with, I guess is a better word, not partnered with, integrated with, to provide this service to you. Okay. When I created this, and when we were looking at creating Full Velocity, we wanted something. Number one was irresistible, but number two, something that was so easy. Okay, so even if you're very brand new to cryptocurrency, maybe you've never owned any cryptocurrency at all, someone invited you here today and said, hey man, this has an unbelievable opportunity for you to earn. They've done phenomenal things. Would you like to come and look at it? Maybe that's you. You don't even know how to set up a wallet. Okay, if you're in that situation, the ease of use inside of this platform is going to blow your mind. And the only way that that would be possible is through the third party company that we use. It's called Dart. Okay, and I'm going to talk more in depth a little about Dart and exactly what that means to you. But Dart is essentially a third party company that's going to verify every single trade that's being done in the background in all these different exchanges. So the biggest exchange in the world, Binance, that's where a lot and the majority of the trading is done. There's also other options out there for exchanges that we use. And what Dart is going to do, Dart's going to take that information and it's going to display it to you, right? Dart doesn't actually hold your funds. When you actually are trading with our bot, the bot's being traded on these large exchanges, but we're using Dart as a third party, as a mean to create something. And the reason why I'm telling you this is because there's no way that an affiliate platform could have been created without a company like Dart in the middle to be able to help us. So I'm going to break that down for you here in a little bit and show you what that means. Now, another ease of use, what one thing that Dart does, and one thing that it provides you the opportunity to have multiple different currencies that you can actually work with. Okay, if you want to do any of the major cryptocurrencies, you can. Also, they accept bank wires, both domestic, international. So they accept bank wires. In addition to that, if you're in the US, you can use Zelle if you have a Zelle account. I want you to think about that. I mean, that is a very unique thing that this company allows people to do, to be able to get access to this bot. A lot of people have no idea even how to buy a Bitcoin if they wanted to. This solves that problem if you've had that challenges in your business. Now, I want to talk about our bot specifically. Okay, we get a lot of questions about, well, what is this bot all about? I mean, how does it actually work? What is the strategies behind it? I'm going to get to the specifics of the returns and stuff like that, how it's done. But I want to talk just about what it's not. And then, as you can see here to the right, I got a paragraph. I told you I was going to read one thing. I'm very off the cuff, but I want you guys to see what's going on here. Okay, number one, how does this work with full velocity? Number one, this is not a martingale, right? This is not a martingale strategy. Some of you are like, what is he even talking about? Let me just tell you something, okay? If you're not very savvy when it comes to trading and things like this, a little bit of this is going to be a foreign language. If you're very in tune to this is going to make some sense to you, okay? So don't get too caught up on it, but I do want you to understand, okay? There's no repeat buys, there's no big drawdowns. We'll talk about drawdowns here in a second, exactly what that means. But I want you to just look here and I want you to read what this says. The full velocity bot is a hedge trading system that simultaneously takes long and short positions to create a natural hedge. A hedge, I mean, think about a hedge. A hedge is like protecting yourself on the up and the down. For example, they might have a short at $15 and a long at $20, and it calculates a perfect position to exit when there's a loss from a losing position and a smaller than the gain in the winning position. This is accomplished by the difference in size of the long and short positions. For example, if the bot expects the market to continue to go down, it will take a larger position in the short position than the buy position. In case the market reverses, the bot can close part of that position as a natural stop loss or hedge. This is not like a typical dollar cost averaging where the bot constantly repurchases positions, and that can get stuck in weeks, okay, week trades and week trades for weeks. So this is a very fast moving. You heard Jeremy talk about 1,000, 2,000 micro trades potentially a day that can happen. The only reason why I read that is because we got a lot of questions like, hey, what type of strategy are you using? Some of you don't care. Some of you don't even know what that means. But for those who do, hopefully that kind of opens up your eyes. But let's get more into this and help you kind of understand what it's actually been doing, okay? In January of 2022, all right, that obviously just last month, the bot returned 15.1% with a maximum drawdown of 19.4%. This is through the very worst crash that we've had in 9 months. As I told you, I know people that got completely wiped out in this market, and maybe some of y'all know some people that got wiped out as well. So to have a 15.1% return in the month of January in one of the very worst markets that I can remember in the cryptocurrency, it was an amazing thing. Now you see that word drawdown again, and drawdown can be confusing to people. It's like, what does that even mean, right? What it means is it's the lowest point that it got before it recovered. Okay, so imagine that you bought a house for $200,000. The market crashes and the value of it goes all the way to $100,000, and then eventually it bounces back and you're able to sell it for $250,000. Okay, that drawdown to the 100 is what that drawdown means. That's about as elementary layman terms as I can get it in to help you understand. Again, it's a trading term, but I want you to understand exactly what's going on here. But the main focus here is in one of the worst markets ever, we saw a return of 15.1%, which is absolutely awesome. Now, here's where things get really good. This is not a 1 month deal, okay? This has been tested since March, really February of 2021, and it's produced a weekly profit of 2.4%. Folks, I want you to think about that for a second, okay? I always say there's two different categories of people. There's the people that have no idea what crypto is, they don't participate in it, and then there's the enthusiasts that are trying to figure it out. And if you're over here on the ones that, hey, you don't really completely understand it, you have nothing to do with crypto, you go to a bank, you might earn 0.5% a year. If you are working or investing in the stock market, I was a stockbroker for over a decade, and what I can tell you is that when we were showing people rates of returns, we were showing 8 to 10%, right? If you showed any more than 8 to 10%, not a month, for a year, you were going to get in some trouble. So we showed 8 to 10%. When you talk about the crypto market, now there's this whole new realm of possibilities that you have for being able to create wealth. Now, unfortunately, what this has created, though, is a bunch of scams as well. That's why you get people falling for the same junk over and over and over again. Hey, we're going to pay you 0.5% a day. We're going to guaranteed, we're going to pay you 3% a day. So I've seen some unbelievable stuff, and you have too as well. What we're showing you here today is something that is absolutely real. It's not only believable, but you're going to be able to see it with your own eyes to believe it, and it's very cool. So if you want to check out, like, hey, what are the possibilities for you, you can go to the website or the link of whoever sent you here today, and on the front of our website we have a calculator that you can put in the amount that you would like to start with. You can put in the expected returns. Now we cap it out at some limit because we know what our weekly returns have been, so we're going to cap that out. You can also compound it. Compounding means that you just keep it growing, or you can take it out. So you can mess with that calculator and get a good idea of what the potential is based on history. I know it's no future. I mean, no guarantee of the future, but as you can see, we have a track record of making this happen in good, bad, and sideways markets. So you got to be asking yourself, how much does this thing cost? And Jeremy kind of blew it for me because he already told you, but I'm going to go on with my spill anyway. Okay. How much does this thing cost? Think about this for a second. If you look out there in the industry today, most of the time, again, you're buying some type of package and putting your money into it. Or maybe you're buying a signals program where you're putting $1,000 or $2,000 just to buy the signals. And then you have to take another amount of money and you have to put it in the bot on top of the 2,000 or 1,000 or whatever that you just spent. And in addition to that, you have to do a lot of work, right? You have to be available for the trade signals. You have to be at home. You have to be watching. You heard Jeremy talking about, hey, man, this is hard work. You got to get up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning to trade on the crypto markets. He's sick of doing that. And obviously, the returns didn't hurt at all for him to be part of this as well. So, what is the cost to get started here? There is zero out of pocket to get started with us here at Full Velocity. Literally, what I'm showing you here today, we are going to give to you to access if you choose to. You can absolutely use it. You can sign up on the link that the person that sent you to this call showed you. You can get started and you can create your Full Velocity account completely for free. It's $0 to get started, right? Now, if you want to fund your bot and you want to participate in the technology, there's a minimum of $500 to fund that bot. Now, that's important, right? Because some of you might be saying, well, James, man, I don't have $500. What am I supposed to do? Well, there's multiple different options. Number one, you could partner with people, right? Maybe you have family members that you each have $500. You want to give this a shot. Here's what I know. I know that $500 to some people seems like it could be $1,000,000, but I also know that if you put your mind to it and you're creative enough and you want this bad enough, you can absolutely do it, and it can provide a great thing for you and anybody else that you can refer into this. Okay, so how do we get paid though? If we're giving this thing away for free, right? If Full Velocity is giving this thing away for free, how do we earn money? How can this stay in business? How do we do this? Okay. Well, it's really simple. We only make money if you make money. We have a huge incentive to make sure that our bot is performing the very, very best that it absolutely can. And we have the best people in the industry, in my opinion, that are behind that, the scientists, the nerds, if you will, that are making that happen. You read it correctly. I mean, we truly only make money. We've created a win-win solution for all of us. So here's how it works. All right. Full Velocity is going to charge a 30% fee of net profits for using our technology. So every single time you create a profit every week, Full Velocity is going to get 30% of that. 70% is going to go to the user. So let's just take a look at some of the numbers on how that would break down. Okay. Let's just say, for example, that an account made $10,000 in a week. That would be pretty awesome, right? I mean, I don't know what level that would have to be at, but to earn $10,000 in a week, what would it look like? Well, it's very simple. Okay. The breakdown would be this. We know that the profits were $10,000. Of those profits, 7,000 of that would go to the person that put the money in, right? The user, the end user would get that $7,000. The other $3,000 is going to be the full velocity fee. Now, when I show you how this fee is actually utilized, you're going to be blown away. This is where it gets really good. And we're going to do that here in a minute. So don't worry about it, but just know that 30% is the fee to use our technology. That's pretty standard. In fact, I mean, if you look out there, usually at hedge funds or any type of, things that do trading for you, sometimes there's a 50-50 split, 80-20, 70-30 is the norm. So we're right in the norm to being able to do that. So let's recap for a second and just figure out what have you learned so far about what I've been talking about. Hopefully you're still with me. Number one, this is free access, right? It's free access to get access to the bot. We're not going to charge you any money to have access to that. That in itself is phenomenal, right? You can send this to anyone and share it with anyone, and they can sign up and get it access to it for free. Number two, you have the potential to profit 7 days a week. Does it mean you're going to? Well, no, obviously it doesn't, because there's ups and downs in the market. But I'm going to show you what some of that looks like here in just a second. But you have the ability to do that. The ease of use. Like I said, even if you are brand new to the crypto space, we have an entire instructions manual that's going to walk you through their videos. Actually, that'll walk you through the setup. Even if you're brand new, it's going to be so easy for you to get set up. This thing's averaged 2.4% since March of 2021 a week. 2.4% a week, not a month, a week. It is a phenomenal thing. The exchange that we're working with, and I hate to even use the word exchange, Dart, the company that we are integrated with, they accept all major cryptocurrencies. They accept bank wires, Zelle. It is an awesome thing. Full velocity, we never touch your money. Remember, we're not a financial company. We don't need to be touching your money. You need to control your money. That is the most important thing that you can hear today, is that you have full control of every aspect of your money. We never touch it. It's 100% liquid, right? You can get access to your money. As I said, if you have an emergency or something like that, you get to get it back. And I don't know about y'all, but I mean, I have two kids. I have a wife that she stays at home. There's been challenges before where, like, I mean, I needed that, right? I need that money now. And, to be able to have that peace of mind to be able to get it is super important. I know each and every one of y'all know that. The most important thing as well is we only make money if you make money, right? There's no upfront. There's only a payment if there's money being made. And that's really important to understand. So the next question is, do you maybe know some other people that might be want to access a bot that, number one, they can get at no upfront cost and be able to produce the type of results? I'm guessing that you probably do. And if you do, I want to introduce you to the Full Velocity Affiliate Program. Now, keep something in mind, okay? Anytime you're dealing with affiliate marketing or network marketing or anything like that, there's always that thought of, hey, what is the potential of earnings? Well, your potential is based upon the work that you put into it. Okay. How many people that you actually refer? What are you doing to build your business? So this earning disclaimer, I'm not going to read every word of it to you. You can read it. You can see that, hey, basically, if you don't do anything, don't expect to get paid from an affiliate commission. The coolest thing about our platform, though, is that you don't have to. And we'll talk about that in 1 second. I just put a list of some major companies that are in that affiliate marketing space. You guys know these. I mean, Canon, Tommy Hilfiger, man, I haven't wore that since the 90s, I don't think, but that probably just showing my age. Canon, Under Armour, Etsy, you guys know all these companies. Every single company out there in the world today almost has an affiliate platform. Whether you're taking advantage of it or not, hey, man, that's on you. What we're offering here today is completely optional as well. Referring people is optional. You can choose to be completely passive and just use our bot and our technology. Or if you want to be active and go out there and share this with other people, you can absolutely do that as well. The coolest thing about this compensation plan, in my opinion, is that you truly have the ability to earn while you're out there doing anything else. If you have a 9-to-5 job, if you're on vacation, whatever you have going, you have the ability to do it, because guess what? the payments that you're going to be able to receive are not based on getting out there and selling something or making someone purchase a product or get on an auto ship or all those things that are challenging. It has nothing to do with that. You're literally giving something away for free. If someone wants to use it, you're going to benefit. I'm going to show you how in 1 second. Now, again, our affiliate platform is 100% free and it's 100% optional. Now, why do I put that? Because there's some people that actually charge for affiliate platforms, right? We don't. It's free to sign up. In fact, as soon as you sign up with Full Velocity, your link will be right there in the back office. If you want to share it, share it. If you don't, then don't. But if you want to earn some extra income, right? If you could use some extra income for you and your family without having to shove something down someone's throat that they probably don't want anyway, then you really need to get out there and share your link. I want to talk really quickly about what I consider the holy grail of business. And I think if you talk to any entrepreneur out there, especially in the network marketing or affiliate marketing space, they would tell you that residual income is the holy grail of business. The challenge with residual income most of the time is this. In all other businesses that I've seen out there, the only way that you can earn a residual income is making people buy more products every single month, right? They have to come in and they have to purchase on auto ship or they have to pay that monthly fee. And if they do that, then you get paid. I guarantee you, if I said, hey, raise your hand if you know what I'm talking about, every single person on here is going to raise their hand because that's part of the industry. What we're talking about here today is a way that you can earn that residual income without having to do that, without forcing people to make that monthly payment that they don't want to make or purchase those products that they may or may not want and may never use, right? So how does it actually work? Well, this is a win-win situation. Okay, we've made it to where you are going to be able to benefit every single time someone that you refer benefits. Now, what does that mean? Well, as they earn profits inside of their bot, you get to profit as well. I like to call it a win-win-win. And the reason why is because not only is the person that started with the bot and got it for free going to be able to benefit, right? I mean, we've averaged 2.4% since 2021, March of 2021, over 10 months. That's a win, right? You are going to win as they win. I'm going to break this down for you right now. And the company, Full Velocity, gets to win as well. So let's take a look at this. As you can see, let's just use an example here in the same example that I used earlier, okay? Someone profits for $10,000. Now, I didn't change that to 10,000. I apologize. It says 1,000 right there, but you can see it over here, okay? The profit for this week, we're going to use this for this week, was $10,000, okay? On one user, you're talking about $10,000. Now, what happens? We already know that 30% of that is taken by Full Velocity for our technology fee, right? Well, in that example, if we had $3,000 that went to Full Velocity, $7,000 went to the user, same exact example that we talked about. In that example, Full Velocity is going to pay out 2,700 of those dollars to our affiliates. That's the people that are referring the people, right? That's the marketing budget that we have set aside for our affiliates, right? $2,700 of the 3,000 would go to you. $300 would go to Full Velocity. I want you to think about that for a second. That means that of that 30% fee that we are taking, 90% of that, 90% that's being paid back to the people, right? So in this example, that's 2,700 of $3,000 paid back. Folks, that is an amazing thing, but how is it paid? I guess that would be the question, right? So let me break it down for you. This is our compensation plan. And in my opinion, number one, it's very powerful, very dynamic. But number two, it's very simple to understand. This is a 20 level deep unilevel. Now, if you're brand new to the industry, you may not know what a unilevel means, but basically what it means is that you're going to earn on every single person that you refer, every person that they refer, all the way down 20 levels deep. Folks, I'm telling you right now, we have an affiliate calculator that's going to be added to our website that's going to absolutely blow your mind. You're going to be able to say, okay, if I was to go out there and find just two people to help me, and they all found two people 20 levels deep, everybody put in $1,000, and let's just say that there was a weekly profit of 0.5%, what does my income look like? And it's going to be able to spit out that information to you. There's many of you out there, you might be like, hey, man, I know several people personally that might put in 10,000, 15,000, 100,000. You don't know what they're going to put in. Now, in the example that I used above, I'm going to go through just some of these numbers a little bit, okay? So on level one is the people that you personally refer. Every single person that you personally refer that activates their bot, you're going to earn 25% on their profits weekly, okay? So think about this, okay? Let's just say that this was someone that you personally referred right here. Okay, this $10,000 profit was someone that you personally referred. They got to keep the 7,000. Remember, the $3,000 went to Full Velocity, and then Full Velocity said, you know what? Since you referred these people, we're going to pay out $2,700. Now, of this $2,700 for the people that you personally referred, you get 25% of that. Remember, right here, 25% on people that you personally refer. That's not too bad, right? Now, how about levels 2 through 5? That means level 2, 3, 4, and 5, just so you know. I counted 5 times, but there's only 4. You know what I'm saying. Levels 2, 3, 4, and 5, you're going to earn 10%. Same exact example. Someone comes in, there's a $10,000 profit. Full Velocity charges $3,000, that 30% fee. They take $2,700, they pay it to the affiliates, they keep 300. Of that $2,700 right now, 10% of that would go to you on levels 2, 3, 4, and 5. Now, I'm not going to go through every single one of these levels like that because we'll be here all stinking night. But here's what I'm going to tell you. Level 6 and 7, 5%. 8 through 14, 2.5%, and levels 15 through 20, it's 1.25%. Folks, here's what I know for sure. Just being in this industry and seeing the ability that's out there for people to produce, those numbers could be astronomical, right? If you go 20 levels deep, you could be talking about tens of thousands of people sometimes. So the ability for you to grow your income is just, it's amazing. And the fact that you're not having to sell something to someone, ask them to pay a monthly fee, buy a product from you. No, this is from them benefiting. Can you imagine if someone puts in $10,000 or even $100,000 into this pot and they were earning 2.4% every single week? Do you think that they're going to gripe at all? No, my gosh, they're going to tell the whole world about it, right? And you get to prosper from that. You get to benefit from that. That is our marketing budget, our way of saying thank you for doing that. Now, you can see over here on the right, these are what we call gears. Full velocity gears, like shifting gears. That's what that refers to. This is just a breakdown, okay? And for you to open up levels, you need to refer a certain amount of people. Now, here's the deal. Our very top level, you only have to refer 12 people. To go into Full Velocity to earn on all 20 levels, you only have to refer 12 people. You're giving it away. You're giving it away. Anybody can do this. Like anyone can get to the Full Velocity. It's not like we're selling something, right? We're giving it away. So you can absolutely do it, which is super cool. So here's the deal. Number one, I want to tell you, thank you for taking the time to come out here and listen to this. Number two, I want you to get back with whoever sent you to this. Now, we are brand new, right? This is our official launch call, our second one of the day, but our official launch call. So it's very important, right? It's very important that you get back with whoever sent you this link and get started with them today. It's free to sign up. Now, I'm going to do just a bit of training for just a second. I'm going to stop recording this here in just a second, and I'm going to do just a little few updates for everybody. So please stay with me. But for those of you who are brand new, go get your spot right now. Get back with whoever sent you here today, and definitely get started with us. And thank you so much for taking the time to come and join us. We are taking this thing to a new level. We are breaking the mold in this industry. I'm telling you, this industry will never, ever be the same as for what we're doing. So I'm going to go ahead and actually stop recording this for a second.